Okay. This old chestnut again. I believe we're live. The last time I did a live stream, we had issues with audio. So I'm patiently going to wait for someone to confirm that the audio, well, is everything fine, first off? It looks to be... 3 steps. We're going live now. Stupid ads. Okay. So this is what you're saying. It doesn't look to be that I'm there, which is no use. Let's see, does that make a difference? I hate this. Hate all of this so much. The main thing is you can see the screen. Can you even hear me? Perhaps not. I'm gonna do it in the order of what I said here. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone even see me? I don't understand what's going on. This is so annoying. I don't understand. If anybody can hear me, can you let me know? I assume this isn't the case. Random life data, you can hear me. Thank you for letting me know, but nobody can see me and I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to just try one thing, and if it doesn't work, I will just talk, but that is really annoying. Video capture device. I don't understand. This is some live stream you're witnessing. I don't know. Very low volume, right? Okay. Let me see if I can change that. You're right. You're not here to see my face. Forget about it then. Okay. AED. Can you analyze Alexa technology stock? Yeah, no problem. I will do that. But let me just do NIO and the first few, and then we'll get tore into that. No problem. First off, NIO. Then on the channel we covered it last week. I made it very, very clear in the Discord. I was buying because we broke out of this falling wedge. So I bought here. I'm delighted to say that I closed it out at about 30% profit. Why did I sell? Well, this was getting close to this support level and I wasn't greedy. I didn't want to hold NIO for too long. Anybody that watched the video should have made a nice bit of money on that. It did pump pretty hard. I was 2 times leveraged. And as you can see, it's continued to run. Where could it go? I actually foresee it potentially pushing on at least to this level. So I just closed the trade because it was a swing trade for me. Anyone long holding this target, do not forget. I don't know if I can get this. This target is a buy right up to about here. Now I don't know if it'll go that far. It still says an over 26%. But in theory, if you look at these other falling wedges, they have played out. But I just wanted to make it clear that I am no longer in NIO. Very happy with about 30% gains. We covered all of this in the Discord. I believe I put all the trades in. Yeah, we were talking about it here. So closed almost 28%. So yeah, very happy with my NIO trade, but just wanted to make it clear that that is me out of it. American Battery Technology. This is the one. This is the one that I have been long holding for a long time, and my technical analysis on this particular stock is actually been really good. If I pat myself on the back, where we currently sit is this support level. I'm holding. I've been buying. I'm about 40% up on this lower position on my WEBULL position that I opened. So WEBULL, and we have seen it pump really hard, about 50%. And I've been sharing again this trade in the Discord under my American Battery Technology one. It's been a great week. I was up 26% on the 18th, and it has continued to pump even harder, sitting at about 43% up on that, which is lovely. I do have a longer position in my TradingView account, and unfortunately, that one isn't doing so good. But this is looking really good. Now, this is a further huge falling wedge, and as you can see, this falling wedge, wow, this is something that's played out over 854 days. I don't personally take too much to do with these types of falling wedges. I think for something to play out that long takes a long time, and you'll be looking at about 450% rise. One day that will come true though. So if you're long holding American Battery Technology, I think it's a very, very good long hold play, and I will be doing a video in the new year very soon about that, because there's so much happening with that stock, and it's been a couple of months since I last covered it. With 10 in the chat, what I was saying here, we're not here to see your face. Yeah, we're not. Okay. The next one then is Kodal Minerals. Just want to quickly touch on this. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Before I do, let's just see how the markets have opened. The last I was seeing, it looked to be a decent day. Some good news coming out about the FTSE. Inflation data, real big surprise there. But red day on the US markets, I'm not looking into that. As you can see here, it heads for its first decline in 10 days. Very much due a pullback. And let's just have a look at the SPY before we look at Kodal. We covered this in the video on Sunday anyway, but you can see just a slight update. We are pushing towards this area. We have got this falling wedge target that looks to be very close to playing out. And if we bring up our other indicators, we can see we are massively overbought. So this will be a very healthy cool off, in my opinion. And if I bring up the NASDAQ, I'm pretty sure we drew... Yeah, we kind of drew this line where I sort of said, look, I believe a little bit of a cool off bounce and a rip. And that would sort of suggest that here, because you can see we are massively overbought. There's definitely a bit of a pullback needed just to cool off, natural cool off, and then we'll go again. So that's your indices. I think they look pretty good. Let's have a look at Kodal Minerals then. Kodal Minerals just had some decent news, nice pictures coming out. Again, this is one of our long holes we have in the Discord. Big shout out to Colin, who's very knowledgeable. He's putting a lot of information in, but we can see here a lot of the construction works are going on. Very exciting, especially someone like myself who is in the construction industry. I enjoy these types of projects. Another reason why the likes of American Battery Technology, Argo, PREM, Kodal, I picked them because they're all in the process of construction. So it's something that I am interested in. But we can see Kodal Minerals is not doing a lot. It's not having a bad week, mind you, in saying that, but I really think Kodal could potentially just sit and do exactly what I've said here. It looks to be kind of running. It may push on, go up, but I just foresee it going sideways unless significant news comes out. I don't see any reason really why Kodal will do anything major in terms of upside for the next while. But you can see we are massively oversold. This is your top up area for a long hold. Look at this. The MACD is starting to cross over. This is a good sign. Usually when it crosses over, you can see where is it crossed over? Crossed over here. What happened? A huge rip. That's just what happens really. Generally speaking, when it gets up to these levels, that's where you take profit. And as you can see, it started to sell off, goes down. You can see here, this is where it should rip. Will it get above this channel? time will tell, but Kodal Minerals is a long hold, a very long hold for me, a 2030 play. So I'm more than happy with that. Now we talk about the Premier African Minerals Dream, and then I will get looking at Excelia Technology stock after, no problem. And we'll do a proper bit of TA on that. Thanks for the AED. That's very generous of you, Abid. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look then. PREM. What can I say about PREM that I haven't already said before? We are currently at 0.22. Let's get a live view of PREM. 0.23, a nice little bounce from the lows. On the week, we're down. On the month, we're down. On the 6 month, we're down. On the year to date, we're down. 1 year, we're down. Whatever way you want to look at it, apart from the 5 years, we're down. We know the history on it. In the Discord, a lot of people have been buying, taking advantage of these dips, but I've made it very clear. There's an iceberg order supposedly pending, which could hurt things, but we made our placement last week, the placement, and the price was around 0.2. And I made it clear today, nearly top up time. And if I scroll right back, I made my feelings very clear, just as I said in the video. Or is it? Wow, there's been a lot of discussion about PREM. Here we go. So yes, last week on the 15th, I forgot I'd already had an order pending at 0.23 based on the last. So that went through, gutted about that. Average price now is about just shy of 0.45, but I said it here. Way my luck's going, Kodal will probably fall straight to 0.9 now that I've topped up. This is where I think it'll go based on my experience of any placements, anything like that that's happened in any other stocks before. Usually you'll see the price go down to that level at least, if not further lower. So I made it very clear here today that, again, I'm still waiting. Nearly topped up time. We could see 0.19, as I said last week, but I'm buying at 0.2, and that is exactly where I'm buying. I think we will see 0.2. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but listen, that's where we are. You can see we're in a falling wedge. Falling wedge breakout is around 0.19, so there's a bit more to go here. We are in a lower channel. This lower channel is roughly around 0.15. I think that is by far the worst case scenario. Let's just see where that roughly brings us. Probably looking at another 25% drop, which is just going to be devastating. That's why it's so important to be topping up at the right times, because if you're just buying aimlessly at 0.28, you know, if we do end up falling down to that type of level, you know, that purchase, you're going to see 50% loss on it. So it's very, very important to be topping up. It is a long hold. There is no real rush, in my opinion. We're not going to be getting any significant news probably for about the next month. So there is top-up opportunities. Trade safe on PREM. Be trading very safe. A lot of risk with it. But look, positives are massively oversold. A lot of people selling. But again, you know, if you bought at this area and you think, oh God, I've got a great price, well, you've actually seen it fall over 26% since then. So don't buy into everything. That's why we combine all of these different indicators and everything, just to be sure, because a lot of people can just trade on the RSI. If you were trading on the RSI, you would have lost a lot of money here. The MACD is trying a bit of volume, and I'll turn on one more indicator just briefly before we move on. Where is it? Oh, there. Let's turn off, and by this buy wholesale indicator, you get access into the Discord. Anybody that's there will know about that. Let's just see then. So here we go. There's the volume. So all this down the side, this is your volume. You can see plenty of people were buying here on the dream that we were going to pump hard, probably buying this area, and then it's rolled up. This is really, really strong, but we have fallen down, and we are right down here. Now it looks to be good volume, good people buying. Not surprised at these levels. This is a great top-up area. It really is. And anybody that's just coming into PREM for the first time, what a time to be alive. As I said in the Discord several times, you know, at these types of levels, at fair value, excuse me, at fair, excuse me, sorry, at fair value, I think PREM is at least got 172% upside from here. And if we were to see that 0.15, you know, this is an opportunity for anybody that is not in primary African minerals. Know the risks. Don't go all in. Do not go A and B style by any stretch of the imagination. And I wish you could see me, because I have a new cup and it's got ABAT on it. But you just can't see me, so that's unfortunate. But 237%. Mark my words, if they deliver on this, you will see a serious pump and a lot of money that could be potentially made. Tread carefully though. Now, let's see a bid. You wanted to have a look at EXELA Technology. Now, this is a stock that I actually haven't heard of before, but that is the ticker symbol. Please correct me if I am wrong. Let's see. We'll look at a bit of a history on this. So, what is this stock, just out of interest? Okay, let's just have a quick summary of where we're at with this. Okay, so the story looks to be like most growth stocks, it is taking one hell of a pounding. But even on the 5 year, this stock was a hell of a lot more. And it's really bottomed out down 99.99%. Jesus. All but gone really in the last 5 years. But that doesn't mean anything because there's a lot of stocks that, can sell and do mergers and do whatever else. So I don't know the history on it. But what is an American business process automation company. It was created with a merger. Okay, so some sort of thing in Texas. Automation. Median per target of 400. Jesus, is that right? 400? That's some price. Jesus Christ, 12,400 upside. God, that makes Premier African Minerals look like a crap buy. Danger of delisting. Look, I don't know what you don't want to give me a bit of insight. Abid, what's your reasoning for being in this? Are you looking for a swing trade? What's the reason? Let's have a look. What you could be doing on this trade. Okay, so let's turn off the volume for now. We'll turn on the buy and hold sell indicator and we'll have a look. So this is on the day chart. We'll have a look at the week chart first to see if there's been any real progress. I'm not going to lie, this looks horrible on face value. Really, really horrible. I've never really seen a freaking chart like this before. Like what has been going on? So this is every week this year, and it's just done nothing. We'll zoom in on a day chart then. Okay, so here's some falling wedges. If you want to look at some tech. Why is this so thin? It's so strange. Let's try and make this bigger. Okay. So you can see there's been all sorts of falling wedges targets. So let's see how these falling wedges have done. When they're red, it means none of them have hit. So falling wedges in a bear market have a very a lot lower opportunity for them to actually hit. So falling wedges are all good. I would say about an 80% conversion rate. Falling wedge breaks out, it usually comes true, but that's when it's above this 200-day moving average. When you're below a 200-day moving average, that's when you're in a bear market. So we're definitely in a bear market on this stock. You can see this falling wedge. The target was here, it didn't hit. You can see. I don't understand why I can't really zoom this out. This is a falling wedge. The target's here. Will it hit? None of the other targets have hit. I have no idea what this stock is about. They're off 13%. Honestly, my gut, I'm even looking at this RSI. It's sort of saying it's had a bit of a pump. It's sitting flat. It could go either way, up or down. The MACD is sitting kind of flat, going down, and now the volume is looking to be tailing off. My buy wholesale indicator right now is saying sell. That's where we're at with that. And I'm going to turn on the VWAP just to see if there's any volume coming in on this. There is a lot of people buying, but I can only assume the pumps on this at times can be mental. And I'm sure if we go back to stocks are still down, that's a shame. I'm sure if we looked at this on the month, there's probably in the 6 months, there's probably mad swings. Down 38%. Pumping 22% from here to here. You're pumping for 50% from the 10th of November. less than 3 weeks, you're getting 50%, and it's going sideways. I'll be honest, ABAT, if you're still there, um, I wouldn't touch this with a fucking barge pole. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. However, if you're a gambler and you're thinking, I like to go and play roulette on a Friday night, I'm going to throw 50 quid on Axalia Technologies. Well, why not? I guess if that's your intention, I wouldn't say it's trading as such, but what you'll be looking for is at least a buy symbol to come on my indicator. Because if you bought on this buy symbol, this would have came in saying buy, you would have bid it. Sorry, you would have bought it, and you would have pumped 20%, but then you would have been holding, and you would have sold here. You would have got 12%, and what's that over a 7 day? 12. That's very good gains, in my opinion. 12% in 5 trading days. If you bought here, you'd be selling here 4%. I don't see any pumps sustaining. It looks to be like a big whale is coming in and buying, I'm pumping it, and then selling. There's been a bit of a pump here. If you're keeping your eye on news, perhaps, definitely, I mean, I just wouldn't go near it. There's better winners out there, but at least get above this 200-day moving average. Once you go back into a bull run, it'll be a bit positive, because the last time you were in a bull run, when the hell was that? Oh, Christ. You for real? So last time you were in a bull market was back in August 21, man. Like, that's a long time ago. Like, a really long time ago. And realistically, you were on a downwards trend for most of that. So you're talking July 21 was the last time you were above that. But it pumped. Every time you get above it, it does pump pretty hard. So I would keep an eye on that. And what I would do, if you're interested in keeping alerts, is just, again, go back to this 200-day moving average and just simply right click, add alert, and then in here you can go crossing up, blah blah blah, whatever you wanted to do. I would be saying on my buy wholesale, looking for a buy signal potentially, but I'd actually just go crossing, and then you can change it to whatever the 200-day moving average. Once it gets above that, it'll alert you, and then you could maybe consider jumping on it. But again, highly recommend avoiding that and looking at something else. Listen, appreciate everybody that tuned in. Hopefully I've took something from that, and just a bit of an update of where I am at with the stocks that I'm invested in. We can see here the S&P is very much trying to go green by the looks of it. Let's just have a quick update on this. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's have a look at the 30-minute chart. Yeah, we can see it's just pumping. The S&P really can't do no wrong at the moment. It's just shifting. It's just shifting hard the whole way up. We can even see here sell symbol, buy symbols coming on. I think you'll get up to these levels over the course of the rest of this week. The Santa rally will continue, and the new year is looking it'll start quite positive as well. So ABAT, yeah, thanks very much, man. Hopefully that's helped. Appreciate that. If you ever want any more TA or whatever, let me know, sure. But that's me, guys. Listen, I want to wish you Merry Christmas. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this live stream. I will get it fixed. I need to just spend a couple of hours learning how to use this OBS software better. Instead of it getting better, it seems to be getting worse. No video today, but at least you can hear me nice and clear. I will all speak to you all soon. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Enjoy it. If you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy just whatever you do. And all the best.